Ken, what's going on? Girls are all wound up.
My name is Samantha, and I go to Guelph University, and I'm a junior technology.
Yeah?
I think that today is that
You just playing around.
what you learn is you get application, you get to be
Yeah?
involved in learning how to you have instructors there who are veterinarians who are certified veterinary technicians already saying they know what you're going to be experiencing. I've never once second guessed what I'm doing here. I love it.
To learn more, visit graceniversity.edu. What is that?
Oh, that's not a security system.
It's what they're putting
We're going to the center.
Xfinity Internet and TV for $69.99 a month for 12 months.
Yeah.
You'll also get HBO streaming for 2 years at no additional cost.
know it. Hey. Quit it. Quit it. Quit that. Quit that.
Numbness, tingling, pain. These are symptoms of neuropathy. They could be caused by diabetes, chemotherapy, or other reasons. And without proper treatment, they won't go away. The Neuropathy Relief Clinic of Minnesota's exclusive treatment for neuropathy increases blood flow to the nerves in the feet, allowing them to heal naturally. Sleep better at night with no surgery and no addictive medications. Get back on your feet and get to doing what you love. Call the Neuropathy Relief Clinic of Minnesota right now for your consultation.
CenturyLink is bringing up to 1 gig internet to your city. And now, when you call 800-362-1197, you get fast internet up to 40 meg for just $19.95 a month for 1 year when you bundle. That's fast internet for less than $20 a month, and that low price won't change for a year. What makes this the CenturyLink summer of savings? Don't sweat it. Switch to CenturyLink today. A single month ends over cash. The bank is to broke us $3,000 so we can look for a car for you. When you asked where the money was, he told you they would want to paint it. And gave until it hurt. Then what did you do? You gave him some more money. Sounds
sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
But has the truth been heard?
Does any of that sound familiar to you?
No.
Somebody is lying.
Judge Judy. You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Schuman. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge Judy. Denise Delgado is suing her ex-boyfriend, Vince Lopez, for a loan to pay rent and for misappropriating money she gave him to buy a car for her.
Order. All rise. It's case number 505 on the calendar, Delgado versus Lopez. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. You ladies have a seat, please.
Miss Delgado, Mr. Lopez used to be a boyfriend. He's not your boyfriend anymore. He claimed he owes you a whole bunch of money and says he owes you nothing. I read your complaint very carefully, so I would like to go through it as I understand it. The first part of your claim is for a loan. Well, it's not really for a loan. Mr. Lopez said that he would help you find a car. According to you, you took out $3,000 from the bank. You gave Mr. Lopez $3,000 so he could go around and look for a car for you. Sometime thereafter, you needed $500 of that money because your family wanted to go away on a vacation. So you took that $500, which means Mr. Lopez allegedly had the $2,500 left from the money that you took out and gave him. Mr. Lopez never purchased a car for you, and when you asked where the money was, he told you that he bought a painting. That's what you said. Does any of that sound familiar to you?
No.
The next thing that you say, after he told you that he bought a painting with your money, and you were, according to you, outraged that he used your money, I'm going to quote you, I was upset. I told him it wasn't his money to invest. I was shocked. Then what did you do? You gave him some more money. He still needed money for rent, so I wrote him a check for rent, and he cashed it on August 19th. I promised he would pay me right back. Now, if he had taken your money, according to you, stolen it, bought something, not your car, so you gave him more money. And then when he didn't give you the money back, according to you, you had checks bouncing, so you had to go and get a loan of $1,000 to cover your checks. You wanted to pay you back that money too. Very little of that is going to happen. You know that. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Sounds ridiculous to me. You're a grown woman, it sounds ridiculous to you. Now, he says you never gave him $3,000. You have any proof that you gave him $3,000? I'd like to see it. A recording of him
His conversation in October
October.
of 2010.
Okay, I'd love to hear it. How did that conversation?
Yes.
Do you remember that conversation?
Yes.
Well, tell me about it.
There was conversation towards the money that I borrowed from her for the rent, which she had written out the check to my realtor, never was written out to me.
Did you write a check out to his realtor?
Yes. On top of it still goes on where he talks about the car and painting.
Well, so far, you've acknowledged that you wrote out a check for rent
Yes.
for you. Did you pay it back?
I had offered to her right after, the time that went down as far as paying her that amount. My daughter and her nephew, they date, their boyfriend, girlfriend, and she came over to pick up her nephew. Sometime, I want to say maybe in October, the end of October, my girlfriend now was living with me at the house. She saw her at the house.
Do me a favor. Did you pay her back the rent money?
No, I haven't. No,
Why do you have to? How much did you lay out for him for rent?
$1,226.
Let me see. Great. Now I'll hear about this car and painting. So far we have $1,226, and that was after he took your car money and bought a painting. What kind of painting?
It was an art painting.
I look at this as far as buying certain paintings and that, and if it comes across, I'll purchase something like that if I feel like I can make money off of it. Because at the time I had changed employment and I wasn't working when I had asked to borrow this money from her
Ask about what money for?
for rent. That's
The rent is over. The rent is finished. The rent you owe her. I'm talking about the car money and the painting.
the car. I offered
the rent, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to now have to establish to my satisfaction, because somebody is lying. He says he never took initially 3,000, then 2,500 from you. Ball is in your court. Right now he owes you $1,226. Go. You know, I'm not hearing it from you. With all that static on
It's kind of hard to rewind and stuff.
Tina, knock it off. You can't play rough with those babies. Come here, Tina, come here.
something
Come on.
else here about
It's only from a certain point where he talks about it. If you want me to rewind it, you can hear it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about taking $3,000 from you. Did I miss it? Taking $3,000 from you?
Now that he talks about the car and he talks about the painting, that he was not ready to.
Judge Judy continues, no.
Sure. We gotta make sure EJ gets up.
You were a nice looking boy.
We're sending a puppy home at 5 or 6.
Nice looks for a long time. You have to be a nice person in addition to being nice looking.
Really?
Is he up there bothering anybody?
No?
Oh, okay.
The beauty of the school is constantly evolving, and the Minnesota School of Cosmetology is leading the way to make it your career. Combining cutting-edge technology and comprehensive hands-on training to create an experience that's a cut above the rest. You can graduate in as little as 10 months and hit the ground running with our career assistants. To get started and learn more, visit msccollege.edu. America's Best Designer Sale is going on now. You get 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95, plus get a free eye exam. Hundreds of designer trainers to choose from. So here's their Zara, Tropic Runway, Ariana, and more. The designer sale at America's Best. 2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 and a free eye exam. Hurry, sale on Saturday. Call 1-800-2-PAIR or visit AmericasBest.com to schedule an appointment today. America's Best, the best price of insight.
Hey, Mike, something wrong? This old house is like. Ready with an old house and need repairs? Call Home Investors, the We Buy Ugly Houses people. We'll take the load off your shoulders. Call 1-800-445.
Hey, Quincy, it's time to get real. Watch the real this fall from Fox 9.
Tuesdays at 11, starting September 15th on Fox 9. Closed caption is provided by.
This is true.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, Mikey, go read.
This is true.
To remove this spaghetti stain, let's compare an entire towel box to just half a cup of Clorox bleach. Okay. How is that called clean? Clorox. Eliminate stains better than oxygen.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Denise Delgado says ex-boyfriend Vince Lopez posed for a loan to pay rent. She also claims she gave him money to buy her a car, but instead he bought a painting.
Okay, just for my own curiosity, not that it's necessarily dispositive. Can you tell me when you alleged you gave him $3,000 on what date?
It was on June 26th.
Where were you?
When I gave him the money, I was out walking at my job. And I had 2 letters from 2 managers that I no longer
I
want.
don't do letters from managers.
Okay.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I want to go
grocery business.
What do you mean you are?
I'm a grocery clerk.
You work in a store, you get paid
Yeah.
a check or cash?
Check.
You have a bank account?
No.
Why not?
I just don't have one.
What do you do with your checks?
I cash into my employment, which is no problem at all.
And what do you do with this investment business in paintings?
It just comes, whenever it's not like an ongoing thing, it's once in a lifetime. If I see something that, I could definitely make some money off of, something that I'll invest in. Like, I had a friend of mine that owed me some money, he had a vehicle that I was willing to trade for the money he had owed me. And that's why I was willing to go and have her take a look, as you heard on the phone, to clear up what I had owed her as far as for the rent.
The rent was $1,200.
Yes.
How much was the cost?
Well, I didn't actually get to take a look at it. It's just something that he said he would, if I was interested, that he would do something like this for me.
I'm not satisfied that you gave him money and you didn't use that money, you took back $500. I don't understand the whole thing. All I know is after, if I believe that you gave him money, you gave him more money.
Well, because
I don't understand that. You have a child, you have a minor child, I don't understand why you give him more money. Trust to the plaintiff for the amount of $1,226, that's all.
What is your experience against that?
you know, I'm still living with what it is.
She upset that she carried on the dating more than boys and girlfriend when actually we were just occasional, we go out, no more than that. My girlfriend had lived with me and she saw her at my place and she became very bitter and upset about it.
Believe me, that would never happen again.
I feel sorry that didn't happen that way, but that's just the way it is.
And now the next case. All parties in the matter of Petero versus Price step forward. 20-year-old Jessica Petero is suing her ex-boyfriend, 21-year-old Patrick Price, for an unpaid electric bill, a loan for a car down payment, and punitive damages for ruining her credit.
Miss Peter, the defendant used to be your boyfriend, he's not your boyfriend anymore, you have a laundry list of things that you say represent loans to him, money that he owes you, and Mr. Price says, look, it's time to move on, I don't owe you any money, whatever we exchanged during our relationship was I bought you bought me, I helped you helped me. Okay, from when to when were you and Mr. Price an item?
We did it from May of 2008 until November of 2009.
What monies do you allege he owes you?
Well, after we broke up in 2009, I moved back in with my parents and had the electric bill that we shared shut off in my name, and he was supposed to put it in his.
So you were living together?
Yeah, we lived together the entire time, like with my parents and with his parents. And then in June of 2009, we got our own place, and we lived there till November till we broke up. And the electric bill was in my name, and I paid it every month. And then after I moved out, I had it shut off in my name, and he was supposed to put it in his, and he never did. But he promised both me and my stepdad in the phone call that he would pay over any balance that was in my name and pay anything that he incurred until he moved out in January of 2010.
And
And he never did, and he never told me that he didn't.
did you pay that bill?
No, I didn't.
Were you living there by yourself?
Lived there for probably a month after we broke up.
And then you left.
Yes.
Did you turn off the electricity?
They got shut off right after I moved out.
Did you pay for that month?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Mm-hmm. Because she called and had it taken out of her name so I could put it in mine.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is the electric bill?
It was $285.10.
Did you pay that bill?
Yes, I did.
Do you have proof that you paid the bill? I'd like to see it. Well, that's one expense, Mr. Price, that I'm prepared to say is yours. Great. What's next? See how easy this is gonna be? $285.
After we broke up, we didn't talk for a while, and he dated another girl. And then after they broke up, we started talking as friends. And he had asked me to borrow some money for a down payment on a car because he didn't have a car at the time, and he was having trouble getting to work. And it started at $70, and then he actually ended up needing $130 because the down payment was $500, and he only had a little of it because he works a part-time job for minimum wage.
In what month did he need this money?
October 2010.
And when did you move out of the apartment, Scott?
At the beginning of January of 2010.
So this was after he didn't pay the electric bill.
Yeah, but I didn't find out about the electric bill until February 2011. Amber never sent me anything saying that it wasn't paid. I actually went to get a car loan and I was denied because of it.
They have to have sent somebody an electric bill.
They didn't send me. I even put forwarding addresses in every place that I moved, and I never got anything.
That's all. That's really odd. Post office is usually very good about forwarding mail,
No, I just everything I could over the house.
except the electric bill. Carry on.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
If you're not a nice person, curious like I am, you end up being the abuser. And I did not with my friend Sarah Flump.
Go. If you, I'll name you Cornelius Uppertickle. Only 1 in 100 are lucky enough to become America's favorite nut. A body in rest tends to stay in rest, while a body in motion tends to stay in motion. Staying active can ease arthritis symptoms, but if you have arthritis, this can be difficult. Prescription Celebrex can help relieve arthritis pain and improve daily physical function so moving is easier. Because just one 200 milligram Celebrex a day can provide 24-hour relief for many with arthritis pain. And it's not a narcotic. You and your doctor should balance the benefits with the risks. All prescription NSAIDs like Celebrex, ibuprofen, naproxen, and meloxicam have the same cardiovascular warning. They all may increase the chance of heart attack or stroke, which could lead to death. This chance increases if you have heart disease or risk factors such as high blood pressure or when NSAIDs are taken for long periods. NSAIDs like Celebrex increase the chance of serious skin or allergic reactions or stomach and intestine problems such as bleeding and ulcers, which can occur without warning and may cause death. Patients also taking aspirin and the elderly are at increased risk for stomach bleeding and ulcers. Don't take Celebrex if you have bleeding in the stomach or intestine or have an asthma attack, hives, other allergies to aspirin, NSAIDs, or sulfonamides. Get help right away if you have swelling of the face or throat or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor your medical history and ask your doctor about Celebrex for a body in motion. One phone call can make the difference between struggling with money problems and taking control of your life. I'm Kurt Walker, and I help thousands of people like you. Call me. Numbness, tingling, pain. These are symptoms of neuropathy. They can be caused by diabetes, chemotherapy, or other reasons. And without proper treatment, they won't go away. The Neuropathy Relief Clinic at Minnesota's exclusive treatment for neuropathy increases blood flow to the nerves of the feet, allowing them to heal naturally, since they're with no surgery and no active medications. Get back on track and get to doing what you love. The Neuropathy Relief Clinic of Minnesota right now for your consultation.
Okay, that one in 2010. He tried to get away, but I got it. I couldn't afford him to do it for a long time.
Save 50% on clothing and more on Labor Day at Savers and Deep Thread.
With Big Bang and Modern Family, you got a winning team. Weeknights on my 29.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jessica Peterloo says ex-boyfriend Patrick Price posed for an electric bill, a loan, and for ruining her credit.
Go ahead, so you gave the down payment on a car.
And then he was supposed to pay me back within 2 weeks, and he couldn't pay me back because he said he had gotten taken to jail for unpaid speeding tickets. He was out for his arrest.
And then,
So we couldn't pay me back because he had a
I
request.
can't work because, go ahead, what's next?
When we were together, he had a PayPal account that was set to my Commerce Bank account.
When you were together,
He bought something off eBay and was supposed to charge his credit card, but instead he let charge my bank account. And my account was supposed to be closed at the time, but Commerce failed to tell me that if you have a PayPal account still hooked up to it, it doesn't close the account. So I didn't get anything about it until December of 2010. On Christmas Eve, actually, I got a collection bill from Commerce for $136.97.
you want to know the card at the bank,
Not until I got that
and
first
you
bill.
had all these forwarding things done.
I never changed that one. It was
Alright, let's see, Mr. Price, 1, 2, 3, I have other things to do today. Car.
Okay, first, I work for a minimum wage job. I barely get paid. I needed a car to get back to work. She gave me $130 so I don't have to worry about it.
She had to know that you needed $130.
Yes, she
How
told
would
me,
you know that?
because I told her.
What did she say?
I said,
No,
I'm
no,
getting
no.
a car. I told her I was getting a car, and though my check was only this month. And then I said that she would take me up there, and she gave me $130
Up where?
to get the car.
You asked her if she would take you up there to get the car.
Yes,
You drive you.
yes.
So she took you up there to get the car. And,
She told me, she said, because I didn't have enough money. She gave me
well, what did you go up there and get the car for if you didn't have enough money?
because I talked to the guy, he was a friend of mine. He was living in my friend's school.
Yes,
So I got up there
yes.
and he said, no, I gotta have this much. And I told her, she said, I'll go to the ATM and I'll give you the money.
So he said to you, no, that's not the deal that we made, I have to have this much money, and you said what then?
I said, well, I don't have the full amount, so
So what you talking about? You went up there for with this friend.
because I was trying to get a serious mistake with my dad.
You work 24/7?
No, man,
Why didn't your dad take you up there when he wasn't working? Why'd you take her up there for?
and when I went up there and my dad was at work, I had nobody to take me up.
Why did you go up when your dad wasn't working?
It was only a certain time to get. 9 o'clock in the morning,
9 a.m., 9 a.m.,
5 o'clock p.m.
5 p.m. Because your friend is a,
He has his own business and he sells cars.
this person who sells used cars for a living. And you said, could you wait until 6 o'clock so my dad could take me? Because you already knew what happened, right?
You're not cool.
You are so not. I think that, you know, you're a nice looking boy. And you have known probably like nice looks for a long time. You have to be a nice person in addition to being nice looking. Because if you're not a nice person, you end up being a loser. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
My British Sarah would love that. A loser, you take advantage of people, you end up being a big time loser.
Is provided by
Colleges would let me take you home.
Life really your toughest day in your hand for simple facts and stays strong for 1 Real cases.
Grove University, we believe you should football academy. Over 19,000 credits and 360,000 courses, including 4 branches of the military. Students who transfer credits save an average of $11,700 in tuition in 6 months. Each program starts in a different place. GlobeUniversity.edu/finish.
CenturyLink is bringing up to 1 gig internet to New York City. So check us out. CenturyLink service spectacular. You can get a service for $50 a month for 1 year. For all your devices and the #1 satellite TV service in the country, all at a bundled monthly price. It's guaranteed not to change for 1 year. Plus, ask about Genie.
Hey, not by the babies.
So call CenturyLink today at 800-508-5221 to get fast internet and direct TV service starting at $50 a month. And the best part of all, that monthly price is guaranteed not to change for 1 year. Don't wait. Now's the time to bundle up with CenturyLink. Call 800-508-5221 today. Bad price for your car. Don't wait. Car, do that quick for 50 driving with a little $99 back. Every day savings out for $18,000. I got a great truck with a warranty with I got a phone for $99 down. Right now, cars millions of dollars for just like your car is waiting for you. So hurry, we're going fast. If you had back or neck fusion surgery using an infused bone graft and then had a serious medical problem, we can help. You see, infused bone grafts have been linked to uncontrolled bone growth, nerve damage, and trouble breathing or swallowing. We're the lawyers of Brown and Cooper. We'll help you. Call anytime for free at 1-800-536-HELP. That's 1-800-536-HELP or online at getbc.com. Want justice? Go to judgejudy.com or call 1-888-800-JUDY.
Now, Mr. Price, he took advantage of her.
She took advantage of me.
Well, never want to hear how Miss Peter took advantage of you.
She lived in our house for 5 months. I paid the rent, which was $400 a month. I bought groceries, which I spent probably $150 every 2 weeks.
Now, you must have a good job.
I did have a good job.
Go ahead.
She was supposed to pay the electric bill and the cable bill. We got the first cable bill, she never paid it.
So that's how she took advantage of you because she didn't
Well,
pay the cable bill?
The only thing she paid was what was in her name.
Was that your agreement?
Yeah, it was.
So I don't see how she took advantage of you, with the exception of the cable bill that she didn't pay, according to you. Did you pay the cable bill?
No, I didn't.
Duh. And whose name is the cable bill?
It was mine.
So it's against your credit. Have you heard from them?
No. Not that I can remember.
How old are you?
21.
So far, you owe $285 for the electric bill. What else?
I sued for defamation of character because essentially I told you electric bill went on my credit. And
Again, what's next?
okay, when I'm talking about the working man, I told you not to go to the police and pay for $11 an hour. That's why I'm paying most of the stuff. I'm not going to pay working part-time at a restaurant. I paid $200 a month for the truck payment, and I paid the election bill.
Your truck.
It was in my name, yeah, I can drive it.
You have it?
But I had to return it because the transmission went out, and I couldn't afford to fix it.
Are you living home with your father now?
No, I live by myself.
The place you live?
I pay my own rent.
You have cable?
No, I don't have cable because
Why? Because it's too,
I can't afford it.
but you have electric.
Yeah, electric.
Right, $285 is what you owe plaintiff, judgment for defense, that's all. Thank you.
Always excused when you step out. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Judge Judy gets the last word.
They don't keep me here because I'm gorgeous, they keep me here because I'm smart.
I think I should have got everything, because he owed me all that, I paid for all of it.
It's better than $1,000.
He was still telling me, oh, we can fix things, I still like you.
She got mad because I didn't invite her to my 21st birthday party.
I wasn't even upset about the party, I had plans that night anyways, so really a lot.
It was just supposed to be me and my friends.
I did get upset about it, but that's not the whole reason I sued him.
A week later, she tells me she's gonna sue me.
Actually, right after the party, I found out about all the bills, it was like the next week.
I've been denied for the whole I really don't think I should.
Don't trust people,
We use all separate ways.
the liar, you're a loser, it's just you.
Bringing you the best for a healthy living. The Dr. Oz Show keeps bringing healthy back. New season starts September 8th. Coming this fall on Fox 9. Give your home a fresh look with Sally Bear Aluminum Softening Fascia. It's Love's Rinse and comes in 14 colors. Right now, all aluminum softening fascia systems are on sale. Menards is your residential steel roofing headquarters. A new roof is all about choices. Make a lasting, energy-saving choice with residential steel roofing. It's environmentally friendly and offers investment-grade protection. Available in 3-foot-wide exposed fastener or 16-inch hidden fastener panels. Save big money at Menards.
Numbers. Teamwork. Pain. These are symptoms of neuropathy. They can be caused by diabetes, chemotherapy, or food. And without proper treatment, they won't go away. The neuropathy relief plan, Minnesota's exclusive treatment for neuropathy, increases blood flow to the nerves in the feet, allowing them to heal naturally, verified, with no surgery and no addictive medications. Get back on your feet and get to doing what you love. The neuropathy relief plan of Minnesota right now for your consultation.
You know, and I'm always scared. There's
seconds. Were things bad for a long time before the divorce happened, or did it come out of the blue?
To me, I felt like I was blindsided. I was not prepared at
Tell
all.
me how he brought it up.
Sometimes in my anger, I would tell him, well, just get your stuff and go. You know, and he said, you remember I told you one time, you need to stop and think about it. And I said, you're not. And he said, yeah, I am. I'm packing my stuff in the morning and I'm leaving. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. Because I didn't realize our communication had broken down so bad. Our night time was kind of like communication time. We were talking once we went to bed. But in 2005, he got real sick. And he actually had a few heart attacks within a month's time and had to have open heart surgery. And after that, he couldn't sleep like lying down. He had to be in a reclining position. So he had to sleep in the recliner. And once he wasn't there anymore, we didn't call. It wasn't too long I thought he was going to leave. But there was in the last month or so before he told me he would come in and he'd say, we live in a country area. We live next door to a country store. And he would say, I'm going to the store. Not, hey, not, let's go do, no. I'm going to the store. And then he'd come home and he'd go sleep in the car. And that'd be it. Mr. Copeland, what happened?
Well, I stayed and put up with her moods and her tantrums and stuff and all that too.
Now, when you say moods and tantrums, was it often? What was she getting mad about?
Who knows? I didn't have a clue.
You didn't have a clue.
Most of the time, I could walk in the house and she started having a fit. And I wouldn't know why.
She just yelling and cursing and carrying on, or what?
She would not necessarily so much cursing, but yelling to want to argue. And I never be one. Sometimes she would like, say I had done something, and we'll get nothing I thought was terrific. And laughed when I told her I was leaving. She got up, she went in the bathroom. And she could pick it up, it got demolished. There were pieces of broken glass embedded in the wall where she threw stuff in the floor and it bounced up and stuck in the wall. She would have fits like that. Not always tearing something up, but she would have those fits.
Were you having regular meltdowns and fits?
I was, and I admit, I have a bad temper. And he saw my temper before we got married. He had a friend at our house, Sean. The man had been drinking a little, and he made a very inappropriate comment to me. And I was standing at the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
And when he did, I picked up the knife and I turned around. And he grabbed my hand, he was cutting that man. Because I was fixing to get up.
Now, Ms. Copeland.
But he had no business saying to me what he said to me.
True, well, that's not, that's not a capital offense.
It's true, and I'm probably lucky that I have my temper has not gotten me into legal trouble. I'm very lucky. Because our daughter actually had problems with a teacher in elementary school. And I just went to talk to her, and while I was talking, I can take so much, but when it snaps, it snaps. I mean, that's it. We call it the purple rage, because I don't see red, I see purple. And when that teacher rolled her eyes at me, I said, oh, no, you didn't. And I jumped up and I went for a blow, and he was dragging me back. And up here, I'm thinking, I'm fixing